CJ and DJ are men of focus, commitment, and sheer will. I once saw them drink 60 shots in 1 hour. In 1 fucking hour. This is CJ and DJ's Movie Power Hour. All right, this is CJ and DJ's Movie Power Hour. My name is CJ, and as always, to my left, we got the best co-host in the world, DJ.
What's up, everybody?
And then we got also another one of the best engineers in the world over in the booth, Matt Man 100.
The best 100.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. All right, so today on this episode, guys, we're going to be doing a Keanu Day almost,
Happy
right?
Keanu Day to all.
Keanu Reeves, sorry.
Yeah.
We are going to be breaking down John Wick Chapter 2, the trailer that's going to be coming out. This movie's going to be coming out February 10th, 2017. All right. Mm-hmm. And then we're also going to be reviewing the movie John Wick 1.
The prequel.
The prequel. Yeah, I like that. Now, the first movie that came out back in 2014. What do you think about that, Deej?
For the show or the movie? Because I'm going to get into some depths when I talk about the movie.
Are you excited about Keanu Day?
I'm excited about Keanu Day.
It's probably the first time he's had a Keanu Day in a while, right? Since like The Matrix.
Yeah, he had a good stint after Matrix Evolutions.
Yeah, right. So we got all these cups in front of us, right, Deej? Mm-hmm. There are about 60 of them. Now, what are these doing in front of us?
Well, we're going to take a power hour. Each, if you don't know what a power hour is, it's 60 shots of beer every minute for 1 hour. Why are we drinking tonight? Well, the Chargers just left to L.A. No, actually, we're doing a movie power hour. Anybody can talk about movies, but not everybody can do it while getting a heavy buzz on.
Yeah, exactly. Nobody can keep it composure like us, right?
Nobody.
We're the best. We're the best at doing this. I'd like to challenge other people to do the thing that we're doing. But anyways, you ready to go ahead?
Let's do this.
Start the clock?
Let's do this.
All right, let's do this. Woo! All right, so like we were talking about, we're going to be breaking down John Wick Chapter 2 trailer number 2, which is the one that came out a couple months ago back in December. So this is just a continuation, this movie, right? Mm-hmm. Just a continuation of the first movie.
Which I'm assuming it's going to follow. They could be classified as just dumb action movies that may or may not even need a sequel, but boy, it looks exciting.
Yeah, you know what? We'll talk about this more a little bit later, but I was a fan of the first movie that came out, John Wick. I felt like it ended pretty well, though, that it didn't really warrant another movie to be added on, kind of like the Taken franchise.
Yeah.
You know, like the first Taken was like such a cool movie, and then they tacked on 2 more, which basically have the same plot as the other or as the first one, which I thought was super weird.
Did that with a Hangover also.
Yeah.
So that's something I am going to be a little bit worried about when you're going into this. But the first one definitely did go full circle.
Right. We'll go quickly over who was in the movie or who is in this movie. We got Keanu Reeves
returning in his star role
as John Wick, the titular character. I love that word, titular. We got Ruby Rose coming back as Ares. I assume that's how you pronounce the name.
I suppose.
Ares,
what do you think about Ruby Rose?
I've really only seen her in Orange is the New Black, the Netflix TV show.
And the first time I saw her, I'm like, yeah, she's kind of pretty. My girlfriend was telling me she
very,
blew up in Tumblr.
I remember seeing Ruby Rose and not being fully convinced which gender she was, which I think is the whole point of what she was trying to do. I remember watching an interview with her. She doesn't really identify either way, which is cool. It is interesting though. I look at her and I'm like, oh, okay.
I know, right? But the funny thing is that you mentioned that you can't even tell the gender is in Orange is the New Black. Laura Prepon, she called her Justin Bieber wannabe, and now I can't unsee that.
Yeah, I know. That was pretty funny. I saw some pictures that were side by side of Ruby Rose and Justin Bieber. It was kind of funny.
Yeah, but I don't really know much about her acting, but she looks cool.
From that show, she was good. I guess.
I don't know.
She's an attractive girl.
She's
for sure.
attractive. She has a nice look, like attitude. She has good character, but I can't really say I would be excited for her.
Right.
I'm not gonna be bummed out.
Who knows? Who knows what's gonna be going on with that? We got my man Lawrence Fishburne,
dude,
making an appearance.
That is one of the biggest things to get pumped about in this movie.
Right. So I thought that was pretty awesome. They're kind of having like this little reunion. Right?
Yeah. Because I mean, after the Matrix, I mean Neo. I mean, to me, he got rid of his like surfer.
Right.
Bill
This is how he broke out of like that surfer kind of role. Like, hey, what's going on?
Yeah.
You know.
And then after Matrix 1, when he becomes the One, he's like this godlike person that can beat anybody with like a straight face, and you never saw that, and you finally see it in John Wick 1, and then it's like, shit, this guy's kind of like Neo, and now in part 2 we get Morpheus back.
Yeah.
So, dude, it's like, I think it's complete fan service. I don't even think Lawrence Fishburne auditioned.
Yeah. They all worked together before.
Of course.
I'll be including that a little bit later in the trivia. And then lastly, I just want to run through a quick couple people. Ian McShane, John Leguizamo, Lance Reddick, all reprising their roles from the first movie, which was the person who ran the Continental for Ian McShane. John Leguizamo was Aurelio, the chop shop owner. And then Lance Reddick was the front desk attendant at the Continental.
Yes. That guy was a dandy character. He didn't do that much, but I don't know. He was a good place.
It was cool. Definitely didn't have any problem with it, right?
Nope.
Glad to see they're all making a comeback.
Yeah.
So why don't we go ahead and get started with the trailer?
Let's do it.
How good to see you again so soon, Mr. Wick.
Yeah.
There we go. Like I was talking about.
That guy anymore.
Still feels a lot of the same. I feel like that was the same scene from the first movie.
You know the rules.
Yeah, exactly.
If you don't do this,
It took me
you
3
know
times to
the
understand what this dude's saying.
consequences.
There's Ruby Rose that we were talking about.
It's tiny as hell.
All right, so that's our first break. What do you think so far?
First time I saw this, I was thinking, oh no. I mean, I wanted to see another John Wick movie, but immediately I was thinking the Taken. I'm like, wait, that looked like exactly what the first movie was about.
Yeah, exactly. Like the first 30 seconds of that trailer, roughly.
Yeah. So that first part kind of made me a little
is
nervous.
basically like the same thing for the
Yeah.
most part. We see that John Wick is being brought back into the game. You know? But for a different reason. So originally it was for revenge. This time it was somebody wants to hire him, and it doesn't look like he's going to do that.
Yeah, so it's going to be weird how he's going to get into that, but I'm sure they're not really going to think it through. I think their just point is to get the action scenes out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and
for sure.
So, yeah. It's like, great, my boy's back, but the beginning I wasn't getting that excited, but then they start this pretty nice soundtrack that's coming up.
Well, let's go ahead and continue on. We'll have the next break
payable. How
in
may I
about
help you?
20 seconds.
I'd like to open an account.
Name on the account?
John Wick.
So,
The
contract's been
contract
put
is
out.
international.
Common is in
You
this. I
have
forgot
no
to mention
Yeah.
Common is in
idea
this.
what's coming.
Ah, part is so sick.
Yeah, that was kind of cool.
Please get this man.
And then my boy, Morpheus.
Dude.
All right, yeah, so that's our next pause.
And the way it started, it was kind of like, uh-oh, and then fucking ba-bam. Oh my gosh, that
Yeah.
looked so awesome.
Well, now we can see that like all the top assassins are out to get him, right? And
Yeah.
like they mentioned, this is an international contract, which means worldwide people are going to be coming to kill John Wick,
Yeah.
right? We can see that John Wick hasn't lost his touch from the first movie of headshots, because he pretty much just took out that whole group in headshots.
And yeah, the headshots combined with the way he holds the gun and the sound effect of the gun really like surprised me in the first movie. I didn't think I was gonna focus so much on it, but it sounds and looks cool. It also kind of looks like timid, but I don't know, that was a big character when I was watching the first one, and I'm like, I'm seeing it, and it brings all those like shit I forgot how awesome this movie was.
So before we continue on with the rest of the trailer here, what part do you think Lawrence Fishburne's involvement? Like, how much is his involvement in this? Like, he had that one line that said, "Let's get this man a gun," right?
Yeah.
Do you think he's one of the people that are like trying to target John Wick and wants to make it more fun? So they're like,
I
"Here,
almost
let's put some extra guns out there," you know?
sort of. Yeah, I kind of see him as like a bit of a game maker, like what they do with the Hunger Games, like kind of setting things up, building up the hype because he knows how fun it is. But I don't know. For some reason, I just want to. Maybe that would be too much fan service, but I'm like, oh, maybe he was like
A
his
team up,
mentor
right?
or something. Yeah,
Or
team
I was
up.
almost thinking like a team up,
Yeah.
you know, like Matrix,
Yeah.
to have them to make a team up and come up and like try to save John's life. Because this time it seems more about survival than anything.
Yeah,
right?
he doesn't seem like he's really fighting for like yeah,
that's his character motivation in this movie. The last movie was
vengeance.
vengeance for his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Spoilers. This one seems like survival is the objective.
Which is equally exciting, personally. It looks like it would be just as good of a concept
Yeah.
to get the action going. The stakes, you know.
Well, let's go ahead and keep going. We're gonna let the rest of the trailer play out here.
You stabbed the devil in the back. To him, this isn't vengeance. This is justice.
So not vengeance, it's justice.
Is that the same subway station in Matrix Evolution?
Nah.
Working? Great so.
But you see, he's walking with
Whoever comes,
Neo,
I'll kill
Yeah.
them.
and there's the midget.
I'll kill them all.
Of course you will.
So more action, John Wick Chapter 2.
That last part kind of reminded me of like
So
a Fast
are
and
we
Furious.
thinking that she's deaf or mute?
Oh shit! Damn.
And we're gonna
All
go
right,
ahead
now I
and let
am.
that in this. So yeah, like she did the whole. That was hand sign or not gang sign, but
Yeah.
you know, American Sign Language, right? Or might have not even been American Sign Language in general, right?
Yeah.
So do you think she might be? I mean, you don't see her talking at all.
Yeah,
in the
that's a good
trailer.
point. I didn't
Of
notice
course,
that
it's
until
only
you
like
brought
a
that up.
minute and a half.
Yeah.
of the trailer, but
No,
she didn't have
that-
any line in it.
That would make a lot of sense in terms of utilizing how cool she looks. I think that would kind of add to that character. It'd be kind of weird, but then again, one thing I do remember in, like, you see it right here in the first one, every time they did subtitles when it was a different language being spoken, it had like some thin font and then like
Right.
some cool looking font on it. So I think they might just do that just so they can have
Just
that
for
feature
her.
again. But yeah, all right, you convinced me. I think she might be a mute. 'Cause that'd
Yeah,
be kinda cool.
I don't know. I'm just taking stabs in the dark for the most part, right?
Yeah.
I think it would be kind of cool, interesting take on it. She doesn't have to speak any words, so that always helps. So let's get into a little bit of the trivia here.
Okay.
First point that I'd like to bring up that this is actually the second installment in a trilogy for this movie.
No way.
Yes.
All right. I guess I know who doesn't die.
He might die and then come back to life.
For me, it's a prequel. Chapter 2 and
The
Chapter
pre-
1A
Chapter 2,
or
the
something for the
prequel.
next one.
So I didn't actually know that this was supposed to be a trilogy until I was looking up the information on it. And apparently, and I'll include this in the trivia of the first John Wick movie when we go over that a little bit later, it was already thought to be a trilogy back then, back in 2014 when the movie came out.
Wow.
So that's kind of interesting. Gives me a little bit of hope that the movie will still end pretty solidly and not leave like a stupid cliffhanger or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah, that kind of surprises me because when I was watching the first movie, just the way at least the beginning was shot, the action, it seemed pretty well budgeted. But some of the dialogue and the camera work, it kind of reminded me a bit of an indie movie, slightly low budget, even though it has all these stars. And then listening to the dialogue, I'm like, you didn't spend that much money on the
Right.
writers. So, like, seeing this, it looks way bigger budget, or at least the way they're shooting.
Yeah, I mean, I will definitely agree. Looks a little bit more high budget. I don't necessarily see dialogue and character development being
Yeah.
focused.
No, yeah, I'm just saying, like, I'm wondering if a difference in budget is going to make it slip even more. Like, oh, we know how to make the money, and it wasn't.
Yeah.
They'll like. I forgot the word. Just move on.
The last point that I got for our trivia for John Wick Chapter 2. Now, we were talking about the Keanu Lawrence team up, right? Back in the Matrix days. Well,
With my fingers crossed.
that was actually the last time that they starred in a movie together, was back in Matrix Revolutions. Yes, Matrix Revolutions back in 2003.
Oh my gosh, that was 14 years ago.
Yeah. So,
Shit.
there you go with that one.
Well, yeah. I'm
It's
glad they're
interesting.
back. Yeah.
Yeah. They worked fine the first time. Why not? Or first 3 times. Why not keep them going, right?
Oh shit. I don't know. I'm having a strong feeling that there's going to be some sort of hand-to-hand combat, because there was a hand-to-hand combat scene in the first
Right.
movie.
You think it's going to be between them two, though?
I don't know, because as excited
Lawrence
as I am.
Fishburne is getting up there in age, man. I don't
Oh
know
yeah,
if-
you saw it in Matrix Reloaded, the dude trying to do the crane against the
Yeah.
agents. But yeah, it was 14 years ago. He was looking too old. But I don't know. I even though I'm excited, it does look like it might be for pure fan service. There might be some Easter eggs. That's what I'm thinking.
That would be cool.
I want to see it.
I'd be down for that.
Of course, it'd be cool. This isn't like Forrest Gump 2.
Actually, I have one more point that I wanted to bring up.
Shoot.
Same director from the first movie. It's not really trivia.
Oh, yeah.
But you know
Tell me about him.
it's still being kept in the same hands. Like we see so often with movies, especially sequels, when they come in, they just bring in a different director because the other one wants to be like a producer or executive producer on it. They don't want to direct it.
Right.
So the original director is coming back to do this movie.
And who is that director?
Chad Stahelski.
Yeah. That's the right name. But
As you guys have noticed, I'm not very good at pronouncing names.
that's a tough one. Solowski. But
Stahelski.
you told me a little fun fact about him, right?
Yes, I was going to get into that during the John Wick trivia.
So stay tuned.
Stay tuned for that little bit of info. So let's go ahead and get into impressions. What's your overall impression on this?
My overall impressions are, it got me super pumped. There were almost every shot of that was like interesting. It wasn't like this is gonna be a typical action. It's like, oh shit. Like when everybody's like stopping like in that fountain, it was like
That was
kind of creepy.
pretty cool, right?
Yeah. And
I felt like it was going to be a flash mob for a second.
and bam. But
We just all start breaking out in song dance.
no, it all looked really cool. So I'm pretty excited. I think it's going to be the same thing as the first one. We're expecting a dumb action movie, even though our standards are going to be a little bit higher now that we
Right.
saw the first one. But I'm expecting it to be just as good as the first one. We're really close.
Yeah,
I'm excited.
I get the same kind of feeling. I think it's going to be relatively close. It's really going to be dependent on, for me, if they try to do like a cliffhanger or something like that. That's really what's going to kill it for me.
Yeah.
Because every movie that does that, I hate it. Like, make a movie complete from start to finish.
Yeah.
You know?
Jeez. Yeah, come to think
You're
about it, the
basically
chapter.
baiting people into waiting, you
Yeah.
know, for another 2 years for the movie to come out.
Yeah.
Which I feel like is a cheap ploy.
Yeah, I hope they don't do that. I mean, it would be way too forced for an action movie, but
Right.
yeah.
Yeah. Feels like it's going to be a lot of the same as the first movie. Tons of action, right? Feels like they might be expanding a little bit upon the John Wick universe, which I'll talk about a little bit during the review of John Wick. I thought was super fascinating, actually, for not much information that was really put out for it. Should prove to be a decent movie. Again, we were talking about the same director. A lot of the same people are coming back for this movie, so I'm excited about that. You know, if you guys keep the team there, you want to keep the team there. Opening weekend might be a little rough. I was thinking. Lego Batman movie also comes out that weekend, which is going to be our next trailer breakdown next week. And then also 50 Shades Darker is going to be coming out, which I don't know about that one. It might not have that strong of an opening because
The first one blew.
the first one was not very good. It didn't go up to everybody's expectations of the movie.
Yeah, even the horny women. I mean, it wasn't very erotic.
But I could definitely see this movie being number 2 in the box
Yeah,
office.
are those the only 3 that weekend? Well, the only 3 that matter probably.
Well,
dude.
there's
You
other
got-
movies that are coming out, but
Those are some big ass names. I think
Yeah.
it'd be number 2 for sure.
yeah. So I
not
think it
gonna-
will beat out 50 Shades. Lego Batman's just going to destroy everything.
Oh my gosh, lucky Will Arnett, dude. He landed that after being probably the worst part of Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
and the best part of Arrested Development.
So that's about it. I don't know. Sometimes we like to put out an overall rating of what we predict the movie is going to be. Do you want to do a rating?
We probably shouldn't do it out of 10, should we? I'd probably give it a
How about
an
let's do it
average?
from a excellent to bad.
excellent to bad.
So excellent means like you're expecting
Yeah.
the movie to be super good, like ridiculously.
I
The
think it's
best
going to
thing
be
ever.
just below a great onto a not bad. Not bad with an exclamation point.
Okay. I'm thinking good. I think that's what you're talking about. Mm-hmm. That kind of range. I think it's going to be good, decent. It's probably in that middle range for me.
Yeah, and I'm not going to be going in expecting to get my socks blown off, so I kind of feel like it's going to be a good movie, and I'm going to be completely satisfied by it.
It does help to not have good expectations of a movie, right?
Yeah, definitely. Good luck, Star Wars.
Speaking of which, I'm just
And
going to
Deadpool.
waste the last 45 seconds of this before we go into our P break wrap with the Matman 1 Hundo.
100.
I'm going to waste the last 30 seconds. I heard Split was actually a pretty good movie that came out. Nice big break for M. Night,
Shyamalan.
who is not Shyamalan, who is not having a good streak of movies. He did do The Visit, which kind of brought him back into the limelight, I guess. But I heard this one was surprisingly very good.
Yeah,
So
so did I. And
speaking of movies that or people that we didn't have much faith in, and then they kind of build
yeah,
back up.
we as in CJ alone.
Let's go ahead and pause it right here. This is going to be our last shot of this break. And then we got Matman 100 on the mic, right? Matman?
100.
Yeah, I like it. He's going to be doing our P break rap. He's got about a minute and a half that he's going to be rapping about what we
less.
just talked about and anything else that comes off the dome, because that's how Matt likes to rap.
Yeah, bro.
We
Pump
got
the dome like a scone.
We got beats provided by Mo Banga. Correct, Matt?
Correct.
Just making sure.
They're playing right now.
Okay, cool. We can't hear it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and start the P break rap.
Alrighty.
Oh, bang. What's going on? It's 100 up in the building. Where is that? Where is that? Every 20 minutes, taking a pee break, gotta rap. I ain't peeing, cause I'm the shit. Sit on the toilet. I'm the shit, bitch. John Wick 1 is like, oh, I f***ed up again. Yeah. Yeah. John Wick 1 is like John Wick 2. Same damn thing every day. All I do is see you. I'm a stalker. JK, I'm a fucker. I'll fuck your sister if you'll let me touch her with my my logger. I was gonna say that. Yeah. We're peeing toilets every day. Alright, go. Sorry,
Yeah,
it was a
good.
bust, dude.
Good timing. I told you, man.
I'm sorry,
That's what a
guys.
half beer will do to you.
I'm sorry, guys.
Well, no worries. That was a very weak pee break rap, Matt.
It was terrible, yeah.
I was listening the entire time. I didn't have to do a pee, so I was just listening to.
I think I got
This rap.
nervous. I saw you.
Yeah. Maybe should I just leave the room every time?
Yes, you should actually go outside.
He gets too nervous. So, anyways, that was the P break rap with Matman 1 Hundo. He's got another one. Hopefully, you guys didn't get turned off by that one and not listening to our show anymore.
I'll turn you on, all right.
He's got another 40 minutes to come up with the next rap. So, anyways, we're going to be getting into the review of John Wick.
Yeah, baby. Which I loved this movie. I had a
good,
great
right?
time with it. And for the movie poster, I did exactly what I expected from this
Cool.
movie.
Should we get back into the power hour here?
Let's do it.
Do it. Let's go.
All right. Oh.
I was just going to say, we're going into the review of John Wick 1, I guess you can say at this point. Of course, we were doing the John Wick Chapter 2 trailer because John Wick the Chapter 2 is coming out, and John Wick, we took the time to actually review, break it down, everything like that, and DJ came up with an awesome poster.
Thanks, man. I really appreciate that. So if you guys look over to the screen where we are going to be putting the digital version up so the colors are a little bit more vibrant.
Right.
I wanted to just show a little bit of, a typical action thing. There's not too much symbolism besides some color. So we have my boy John Wick here, in case you can look down if you want.
I am looking down, yes.
John Wick. The photo I used was actually pretty cool that inspired the poster. There was a nice two-tone lighting on him. And I just adjusted the hue a little bit to have John Wick be a little bit more orange and red, kind of like fiery, because it is even though there are bad guys, he's the fucking monster in this whole movie. So
right, he's the one with the passion, the drive, the will, like the most character motivation out of the whole movie.
Yeah,
right.
And that's the way I chose to bring him out in this color. Also, it's basically two colors, warm colors and cooler colors. The warmer colors are who are the good guys, except the more vibrant one is obviously John Wick. The hidden guy here is my boy Willem Dafoe, Green Gobby.
Which in the poster you can't really see him that well, but in the digital version that we just showed you guys, it's way more prevalent that you can see him.
It is way more prevalent, but I also wanted to hide him because in the movie, spoilers, for a good amount of it, you don't know if he's a good guy or a bad guy. That's why I have him facing the opposite direction of Keanu. I don't want to go too much into symbolism, but up there we got the bad guys. So that's all we got. I know I didn't show Willem Dafoe in the cast, but he had
my boy
very
Willem
few
Dafoe, you
lines.
Cheating him like that. He did not have a super big part.
He didn't. But he had the most recognizable face there too.
Yeah, I know.
So it was a little surprising.
I like Willem Dafoe. He really goes into his roles. I feel in every movie that I've seen him in, like the Green Goblin and Spider-Man. Right. He was super awesome in Boondock Saints, which I don't think you've seen. Right.
Not.
It's a super good movie.
I heard Daryl's in it.
Yes, he is. Daryl from Walking Dead. Anyways, we'll go ahead and hop into it. We're going to run through a little bit of the cast. We're just going to run through 4 names. We'll get into basically the plot line of the movie. We'll be breaking down some of the points that happened during the whole plot line summary. And then we'll be talking about a little bit of trivia. Then we'll be giving our overall impression. Right?
Let's do it.
So, first up, we got Keanu Reeves, titular character, John Wick.
Yes. The Neo himself. And I think the character
Neo.
he was playing, it was pretty Neo as you can get. Or at least when he became the one.
Right.
Just very stoic. I'm a badass. And I could do it all, basically.
Next up, we got Michael Nyqvist. I can't pronounce his name. Anyways, he was
New York Cuvist.
New York.
New York Cuvist.
As Viggo Tarasov, who is the mob boss of the Russians. He was good, I thought, right?
Yeah, he was like a charming monster.
I swear, though, one time I heard the accent change from Russian to Irish.
It's when you got that Defoe on your knuckles.
Yeah. We got Alfie Allen as Yosef Tarasov, which is the son of Viggo.
Where else is he in? I heard he was in Game of Thrones, right?
He is. He has a pretty big part in Game of Thrones.
I've never seen it. Sorry.
I don't remember anything else. I want to say that this was like one of the first times I saw him in like a feature film.
The only thing I thought is Ben Margera, Conor McGregor, love child. That's what I saw when I saw Alfie.
Yeah, Alfie.
He looked like that
Alfie
to me.
Allen.
And
then
he played his part well. He was a fucking douchebag.
He was a douchebag
Yeah.
in that movie. I'm glad I wasn't the only person that thought that. Yeah. He was supposed to be doing that, though, right?
Yeah,
He
no.
was supposed to be a douchebag.
The actor is probably a charming guy, but
And then lastly, the last person I want to hit on, the person that didn't get included in the poster by Deej here, Willem Dafoe is Marcus. Like I said, I've always been a Willem Dafoe fan. I felt like he really dives into his character a lot.
He does.
Although there wasn't much character that he dove into.
No,
in this one.
honestly, for this character, and I think anybody could have done it. There wasn't that much animation needed into this character,
Right.
but I'm glad Willem Dafoe was in it. He was a pretty badass character, even though it was small.
Yeah.
One character, I forgot his name. I was going to do research, and I forgot. My
for
bad. It's a guy who I did include in my poster. Have
Wait,
any of
where?
y'all see
The guy in the
Daredevil? That is the guy from season 1 in Daredevil. I forgot his name already. Wesley, I think. He was
Okay.
Kingpin's right-hand guy. And he
Oh,
was
man, it's been
super
a while
sinister.
since I saw that one.
Nah, he was really cool. He was like formal suit and tie, fucking asshole. He was probably a lawyer. I mean, that's the persona he gave. And he had a super like thug Russian accent in this one. I'm like, damn, this guy's a chameleon. And it was even such a small part, even though he was one of the stars for the few episodes in Daredevil. So I cropped it to where I can have him in it. And there's John Wick's car, but he's more important because I was impressed by his
The
performance.
cars were not that important.
They weren't. It's like, yo, you stole my car. Or get into the synopsis. But
Well, okay, so we're gonna go ahead and into the synopsis here. First up, opens up with John Wick laying on the floor, bloody, right?
yeah,
And watching a video of his wife, right? And this is supposed to be kind of like the. We find out later it's kind of like the the ending, pretty much the ending
Yeah.
sequence of the movie.
try to Tarantino it. You know.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it was kind of obvious. Like,
Yeah.
they kind of just dropped you into this area or into this time frame of where he's just like lying on the floor, like hunched over, listening or watching a video of his wife. Anyways, it flashes back to basically where this all started, right? We see there's some sequences of John Wick talking to his wife. They're hanging out. They seem like they're in super love.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah, and he had his hair not even greased back yet. And
Right.
he kind of looked like in one of his romantic movies. I think it was even post Matrix. And I'm like, oh, okay.
But it's like 6 minutes of like this little montage, right?
Yeah,
you know,
it was
and
definitely cute.
We find out that she dies from an illness. Was it
Undisclosed?
cancer? Or, I can't remember.
I think it was something.
Cancer or brain aneurysm.
fever.
I wanna say. But she said it was happening for a while, so it can't be brain aneurysm.
Okay.
Anyways, whatever. She dies. It was so weird, like watching these first few minutes, being like, "Oh, this is an action movie." You're watching this, you're like, "This is not very action."
I know. I walked in with my sleeves cut off and everything.
Like it just kind of caught me on as
Yeah.
a surprise. Then it kind of starts getting into the meat of the actual movie, right? So he gets this puppy, it's a beagle, from his late wife, and it's basically she writes him a letter because she knew that she was going to be dying, and it was like, "Hey, this is the last bit that I can give you for the most part, right?"
Yeah, and he cried in it. So I mean,
Right.
We're talking about this. We had to rewatch this movie again, and you watched it a little before me. You did mention a bit about his acting, and I was trying to like stay focused on that. And I'm like, hey, he is kind of stale. And then when he was reading the letter,
Yeah.
I felt like he sold it pretty well. That was some good crying.
No, I didn't have a problem in the beginning
Yeah.
with the acting. It was just something that I noticed later on in the rest of the movie.
Yeah, we'll get on into that more, but I thought like that was a
like it.
surprisingly powerful part.
Yeah, I like his real little relationship with that puppy.
Yeah.
It's kind of cute, you know.
That's
like
a super cute puppy.
Bro, he doesn't even know
that
how
puppy.
to take care of it too. So
Yeah, he
it's
gave
like-
it cereal.
yeah, cereal.
So-
like runs out of the house to drop a deuce, and
Yeah, dude.
he's like, "Oh yeah, you have to do that, huh?" You know, that was just funny.
Everything about that first thing. My girlfriend probably cried like 3 times that time. It was a very cute
By your
opening.
girlfriend, you mean you?
Dude, are you fucking serious right now?
Anyways, it goes through the little montage that they have with the puppy. It was probably just a couple days, right?
Yeah, a couple days, maybe even just one. It
Maybe
was
just
pretty
even the
quick.
day, yeah. But you can already tell they developed this emotional connection with the puppy, which we seem to be focusing a lot of time on the puppy, but it does have an integral part of the movie.
It represents the love he had for his wife. It was a gift. It's the
Right.
last gift he gave to her, and a car.
So he goes out driving, takes the puppy along.
Some gas.
Yosef happens to be at the gas station that John Wick arrives at to just fill up on gas. He was that's all he was doing there. He's like, "Hey, I want to buy your car." He's like, "No,
It's not for sale.
I'm not going to sell you the car."
Yeah.
They kind of do this little exchange where they're kind of the guy, his homeboy that you have featured here, pulls him off. And he's like, "Nah, dude, don't even worry about it," because it is kind of stupid. Like, you're getting pissed off because he won't sell you the car.
Yeah.
You know.
Hey, he even got pissed off when he was like speaking Russian to the dog, saying like, "Oh, any bitch has his price" or whatever. And then John Wick speaks Russian back. He's like, "Not this bitch," or something like that. Like, and he's like, "What the fuck, man? You speak Russian? Are you serious?"
But that's where when he does the Russian thing, and also the next scene when he's driving around in the car for a little bit, we start seeing the intensity that John Wick actually has.
Yes.
It's our first glimpse into it, which I thought was kind of interesting. It's very subtle as well.
And you know what? That does add a lot to his character, because when he did speak Russian back to the guy, he didn't like even stutter. He's like, "I know you're talking shit about me. I know you're putting your hands all over my car." And
Right,
I'm not
and I
gonna
don't know
change my
about
face.
you, Deej, but I don't know Russian, and I don't feel like it's a very easy language to learn.
Oh,
So
my
that
sister-in-law's Russian. I don't even want to take a dip. I barely speak Spanish, but I know it's easy. But right after you see him like, "Dude, you're not going to faze me." And then he's driving his car and you see all this emotions like, fuck, this guy is it's a monster.
It's pretty
inside.
cool.
So
Later on, Yosef and his posse, that's
That
what I
night.
call them, the posse. They came by to his house, beat him up, killed the puppy, which
dude,
was like the final straw in it, right?
That puppy
and
could
steal the
barely-
car, which is what the reason why they came. You know, the stupid car. They take the car to the chop shop, the Yosef and his gang, and his posse. They go to the chop shop that's owned by John Leguizamo's character, Aurelio.
this is a big scene.
This is now where we really start to find out what John Wick's actual character is like, which I thought was super interesting and still subtle. Like, it's still not blatantly in your face like this dude's gonna kill you, you know?
Yeah.
And Aurelio recognizes the car.
Yeah, he's like,
He's like,
"Did you get
"Oh,
that?"
you fucked up, dude!" Like,
He's like, "Yo, where'd you get this?" He's like, "Hey, man, I just went to this guy's house."
yeah,
Took it."
this dude's being all tight, like, "Oh, just fucking stole that shit."
So, oh, really? Oh, really?
And yeah, he's like, "Get the fuck out!" Like,
Yeah.
I don't want anything to do with this.
He socked him too. He's like, "Bah!
Which-
Get out of here."
Again, like, we're starting to get these flashes of seeing like
Like-
how dangerous of a person John Wick actually is.
But there's something I also caught. It's like when he stood up, he's like, "What the fuck are you doing, man? We own you." It's
Yeah.
like, oh shit, this guy must be in a family of like this big boss.
right,
And-
that's when we find out that Yosef is a part of like the mob.
yeah, and then Leguizamo, he's like, his response is like, "Dude, like I don't care."
Yeah,
It's
like
like-
that's how crazy John Wick's character is.
Yeah, but then the next scene is the biggest part of how where we are.
Well, yeah, it goes through, comes by to find out what happened to his car, right? So you can tell that they have this connection or this relationship it's already pre-established. Which,
Yeah.
one thing that surprised me throughout this movie was there are a lot of pre-established relationships that John Wick has with people,
Yes,
you know?
a lot.
And it's never in your face. It's never thrown in your face. It's just kind of like subtle conversations and everything like that. I thought that was awesome. But he tries to find out what happens to the car, and he finds out and it's like Vigo's son, Yosef.
and then Vigo's call.
Yeah. Vigo calls.
Want to take it?
Well, he talks to Aurelio first, right? And he's like, "All right, bro. I heard you hit my son." He hit him in the shop.
Vigo.
Yeah. And he's like, "Why did you do that?" Right?
Yeah, he's like, "Is there a reason why?" And like the camera's like slow pan with some intense music. He's like, "Yeah, he stole John Wick's car and killed his dog." And he's like, "Oh."
That's when it's like, so I feel like I keep repeating myself, but at that moment it really clicks. I feel like that's like the moment where you're like, "Oh shit."
Yeah.
Like, this
And
guy
very
is
well
supposed
written.
to be the mob boss.
Yeah.
Right? And he's like, "Oh."
Yeah.
And then hangs up. And then right after that, he tries, was it right after that? No. Okay. So he talks with his son, right? and they have this exchange back and forth. They're like, do you know what you fucking did? Like, you brought down the devil, pretty much. The boogeyman
Dude.
is what they call them.
I have a couple quotes.
Actually, the guy
They
who
kill him.
kills the boogeyman.
And he says, I saw him kill 3 men in a bar with a pencil. A fucking pencil.
You don't have a very good Russian accent.
That was Irish. And then yeah. So wait, and then he's like, you leave. He's like, well, I'll go back and finish the job.
Yeah.
He's like, no, you won't. You will do nothing because you can do nothing. It's
Right.
like, oh shit, oh my god.
It's almost like they describe this dude as being John Wick is this dude. Describe him as being like this supernatural force. It's basically like the Reaper coming to come get you. Like
Yeah.
you can't do anything about it.
And this is seriously in a span of what, like 5-10 minutes?
Right.
And so that dumb action aside, it's like spices like this is probably the most I'm excited for the sequel because that's really
Right.
clever. Like how
And,
this well
I mean,
written.
we've ran into so many movies lately that have just been like throwing everything out at you at once.
This is Katana.
Yeah, our favorite is Suicide Squad, where they just go straight into it. During that whole dialogue that Vigo and his son have together, John Wick is digging up his guns, his stash.
Yes.
He concreted down his whole stash and breaks it up, gets a sledgehammer, breaks it up, gets all this stuff.
It's a really cool montage.
It's pretty awesome. And then Vigo tries calling John, right? What happens with that?
Yo, so he's calling. So, hey, how you doing? My condolences about your wife passing. Hope we can act professional about this. Or like, I know that.
Basically trying to make peace with them, right?
Yeah.
Like he knows that John Wick is somebody not to fuck with, especially since it sounds like John Wick used to do a lot of contracts for them.
Yes, used to be. It's greatly implied that they were big business partners where they had a lot of success, a lot of money, a lot of contract kills. I kind of feel like this is, I want to say Boba Fett and Vader, but that guy is no fucking Vader. But John Wick, I would say up until Return of the Jedi, I would say John Wick is like the Boba Fett.
Yeah.
Kind of like, dude, this is a guy you're kind of watch out for.
So we get into the first shooting / fight scene of the movie, right?
Yes.
Right after that whole sequence of them talking with each other, trying to calm John Wick down. And he doesn't even talk. Remember, he doesn't even respond.
He doesn't say anything. He just hangs up.
Gets into, they have this whole huge fight, shooting sequence, gunfight, everything like that. Kills everybody. Like without a scratch, pretty much.
Yeah.
Gets out. And one thing I thought that was super funny about that is the police officer came by. And he's like, "You back at work?" And John's like, "Maybe."
And he like looks behind him. Like just sees the corpses and doesn't even say anything.
So that was one thing I thought was interesting. They didn't even expand on that at all. The
Yeah.
cops know what's going on with this guy.
Yeah.
That must show how dangerous he is, that they don't even want to bother with it.
Yeah.
Or how professional he is with the fact that he doesn't just kill random people.
Oh yeah. 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 That too. But either way,
It's one of those things of like lesser of two evils.
Yeah. But the first act definitely is building the myth, the legend of it, which is super cool. And then he ends up giving a call to get a cleanup.
Right. He says, "I want a dinner reservation for 12.
And that's where we're introduced to
How many people he killed in that whole scene.
Yeah, and that's where we're introduced to the currency that you wanted to talk about, right?
Right. So one thing that I thought was super fascinating about John Wick is there's this whole underground organization that they barely even talk about, but not so much that it feels out of place.
Yeah.
It's just enough to be like, oh, I'm super interested in this.
Yeah, they keep referring to. They even say it in the second movie, in the sequel. It's like, you know the code. You have to do this.
Right.
But there's a code that they all have to go by.
Well, and they have this whole currency situation of gold coins. Like, how did that develop?
And a quick rewind. A lot of the exchange is done with like one coin, right?
Right.
And when he freaking sledgehammers the cement to get his guns, I see these like long columns. I'm like, oh, is that like ammo? And it's like, some long ass stacks of coins that are in there. So he's loaded like Harry Potter. And
Real quick,
Gringotts.
how much money do you think one of those coins is
Those
worth?
coins is
They're gold coin. They have to be gold coins, right? They're gold in the video.
I know, but at the same time, how much is a gold coin? Really? Not.
Do you know what the going rate of gold is?
We're in
It's like
California.
$800 an ounce.
I wish I knew measurements.
It's probably even more than that. It's going up as I'm talking right now.
I just can't understand how it would be more than like $1,000 per coin, and all those people can make $1,000.
Bro, I bet you it's probably like $10,000 for one of those coins. Anyways,
All right.
regardless, we see Vigo. We find out that he puts out this whole contract. He hits up Marcus, who's Willem Dafoe.
Oh wait, hold up. I just had a quick theory on the coins.
Okay.
What if, since it is their own world down there, what if they have their own currency, and their own currency is based on rewards and reputation? John Wick is a fucking killer, and he seems to be wealthy of all these coins. Maybe you can equate the money to the people he's killed, or you can say like, shit, this guy's rewarded because he is that good of a contract killer.
Maybe this whole organization, society just doesn't even work off of the dollar. It's just all based off of these coins.
Yeah.
Which I think would be kind of interesting and way more in depth than I think the directors would ever, or the director and writer would ever think about. Because that would be super interesting, and we're getting into a whole economic theory. But
yeah. All right, go on.
Anyways, he hits up Marcus, who's Willem Dafoe, and we see that Marcus is actually a friend of John's, right?
Yeah.
But Vigo comes to him and he's like, "Hey, we're gonna pay you this amount of money to kill John.
And
Is
then,
that gonna be a problem?" He's like, "No, I got it. Don't worry about it."
oh, actually, he asks, "Hey, is this exclusive?"
Oh yeah.
And then says no. He's like, "All right, then cool, I'll do it." And
Right.
looking at the end of the movie, it's like, oh, now I know why he asked that. But for now, everybody's wondering like, oh shit. So is he a good guy or a bad guy?
So running through things here.
Yeah.
We got the Continental comes up. This is where hitmen just hang out. They are at this place. They stay there. There's this whole underground society.
And they're all followed by rules.
This is like the most interesting part of the movie, which I feel like is weird that I focused on it so much. But they use the gold coins as currency. They have pre-established rules that we just kind of get flashes of knowing. And while there, he tries to go and find out about where Yosef is staying at, and he finds out that he's at the nightclub, right?
Yeah. That was
Which
really
starts the next fight scene, whatever you want to call it, sequence, right? And I swear, this is the point where I'm like, all right, John Wick is headshotting all these fools. He's going, he's got super good accuracy. I saw this infograph of the first scene that he did. He had like a 95% accuracy rate, and it drops down to like 85 because he's able to headshot everybody, but he misses like 3 times trying to shoot Yosef.
Oh yeah, that's I would agree with you. That is kind of fishy. I mean, that's the one dude he can't miss.
It's just funny.
Yeah.
But
that was a really good scene.
It was super awesome.
Yeah.
Like the cinematography is really well done in this. Camera
colors of the
angles.
nightclub.
I got a little bit of trivia coming up with the camera work that was being used for it.
Yeah.
But yeah, super good. It's the best part of the movie, right?
Yeah, that I would agree with that 100%. I have a couple of scenes afterwards that really don't match up for it.
Okay. He gets injured during that.
He gets stabbed in the fucking
With,
falls, like second story.
Yeah, wasn't it like a glass vase or something that he got cut
I
with?
thought it was like broken champagne or something. This one guy was able to do it, but he still
broken
kills him.
glass. Regardless.
Broken glass, yeah.
He gets patched up, right? The Continentals also has their own doctor that they bring out people for.
Yeah.
He gets patched up. He's trying to go to sleep. Now we run into the first assassination attempt by Marcus.
Yeah, but at the same time,
this lady assassin, Miss Perkins, comes out and is also trying to attack. So during that sequence, Marcus tries to shoot him, right?
he
Kind
misses.
of. Now, for someone who's a professional bounty hunter, Deej, like I know you are,
For 2 mil, right?
If you're one of those people who focuses on sniping, which is essentially what he does, he
Yes.
has a sniper rifle, and that's how he was going to do it. I felt like he intentionally missed to let John know that Miss Perkins was coming into the room.
Yeah, but it's still done in a way in the movie where it's like, shit, he tried to alert John Wick, but is he a good guy or is he a bad guy? So
It's your first instance that Marcus might be
a good guy, yeah,
rather than a foe.
yes, rather than a Defoe.
Yeah.
He's a defriend.
Then Defoe. She loses the fight that they have.
Because she's a girl.
Don't say that.
Sorry.
Nah, I'm just
No, I'm
kidding.
joking. Yeah, I'm joking.
John asks a
So
guy
many girls can kick
in
my ass.
like the hallway who's like, "Oh, do I know you?" They're
Yeah.
like, "Yeah." Oh man, they have this like buddy moment, which I
Yeah.
thought was kind of funny.
I seen Lethal Weapon.
Jeez. They have this buddy moment, and he's like, "Can you take care of this for me for a gold coin?" Right?
Yes. And yeah, it was just one. You're too behind. And it's just one gold coin, and that eventually. Where are you trying to go into the next scene? Because there's 2 parts we
Well,
can go to.
yeah.
There's the
So
church
in the
and then
next
when she
scene,
talks to him.
it kind of breaks down. There's 2 different things that are going on in the next scene.
Yes.
It starts out with going to the church.
Yes. He's going to the church because he ended up having the girl tell him that that's where Vigo is keeping his stash.
Right. Sorry, I forgot to mention that.
Mm-hmm.
That's where Vigo is keeping his stash.
Yes.
And John Wick goes there pretty much just to make a statement. Like,
Fucking
he doesn't
shoots up
give
a
a
church.
shit about the stash at all. He burns it all, actually.
And it's not just a cache. We'll find out later.
Right. He kills everybody there too, for the most part,
Mm-hmm.
Except for the priest, who gets killed later, anyways. It cuts back to Miss Perkins with the homeboy that is doing this catch and release thing, because he decided at this point, like, you're a hitman. Why are you even bothering with making sure that people stay alive? You know, especially someone who's trying to kill you.
Yeah.
Anyways, she escapes from that dude, kills that dude, whatever. Then it cuts back to John being captured.
Keep in mind, that's the only kill in the Continental where killing is against the code. So,
Right, I was gonna get into that.
yeah, we're going to cut back to the church, right? Or
Right,
right?
it cuts back. Well, they already captured John at this point. By the time that
they captured him because he like just did a shootout in the parking lot.
right.
And it's just like, dude, you have no cover. And then someone rammed into a car that was near him and then knocked him out. And then that's where he gets captured.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's where we have a little talk between him and Vigo.
Right. So I can't really remember the specifics of the talk. It was just more of like, why are you doing this and stuff like that.
Yeah, but at the same time, fuckface Vigo is like, dude, you know what? You lost your wife. I got stuck with my kid. I'm
Yeah,
like,
he's
whoa.
like, you got the better deal or something like that.
He's like, what an asshole. But
they keep them tied up. They go through some exposition, which is what I was talking about.
yeah, and one of the biggest lines that they were talking about, what's his face? Keanu was like saying, "No, I'm not in this," or no, like. I was trying to say I wasn't in it, but now I am in it. And
I think I'm going to be in it now, or something
and I'm like,
that.
that was
in the
weak
lifestyle, pretty much.
I kind of felt like he did what he could in that scene. It was a little
exposition,
cheesy.
man. It's
Yeah,
exposition.
very exposition, which is surprising compared to
They try to kill him. Marcus comes by and actually is the hero this time.
Yeah, he shoots the guy and rescues John Wick, and I'm just thinking like, again, maybe he is a good guy. Obviously, that's what it's gonna be pointing to. And,
and then John Wick is able to escape.
yeah, he escapes, and then he does some more badass sequences to go back into Vigo's face, and then he holds a gun to his face. And he's like, "Tell me where he is," and Vigo did not even barter. He's like, "If I tell you, will you let me go?"
Yeah.
And he's like, "Sure." And then it's like, "Oh shit, here it comes." He told him where his son is, and now he's gonna go in this fucking like completely.
What I've titled in my notes as the kill Yusuf scene.
Yeah. Dude, and it's just like surrounded by all these gunmen, and
Right.
they're just like all surrounded. Like shit, this is the final scene, isn't it?
You feel like it is, for
Yeah.
sure. They go through this whole action sequence. It's pretty awesome. They go through it all. They actually kill him, right? Or he actually
Pretty-
kills him.
Pretty goddamn fast.
Yeah.
I like the slow walk. They did a good music, a badass like song,
Good
and then walk and
cinematography.
shoots him in the face after he shoots him in the stomach. But it was really quick. It's like, oh, okay, that's fine. But and then
Then it continues on to Marcus. Cuts to Marcus being approached by Vigo's men.
well,
the
before
street.
that, you see Neo and Marcus talking to each other,
Right. They have a little exchange.
and it's like, you know what? Maybe they've been teamed up the whole time. Because when it's like, hey, is it exclusive? Are you only
I didn't
offering
get
it to
that feel.
me? I did, because when it's like, am I the only one you approach, or is everyone trying to kill him? It's like, oh, everybody's trying to kill him. It's like, all right, then that leaves room to be like, oh, if everybody else is trying to kill him, then it's obvious that I'm just missing. Because if it was just
Okay.
exclusive to him,
I guess I see your point. I didn't really feel that way. But
second viewing, bro.
I just felt like he felt bad with how he was, trying to kill him after being a friend and stuff.
Yeah.
But
okay.
I again, we're getting into super specifics
Yeah,
of
sorry.
what the director may or may not have been going with the
Yeah.
like
So-
with the currency economic situation.
We'll get to another debate on that later. But yeah, we understand they're friends now.
Right.
And then Vigo's men is like, dude, what the fuck, man? You could have had all these opportunities to kill him.
So, right, he gets approached by Vigo's men. I find out Miss Perkins dimed him out because she was at the meat place where John Wick and Marcus were having that conversation. Dimes him out. Marcus gets killed. Goes into the next scene where Miss Perkins gets killed because she violated the rules of the Continental, which I thought was interesting. Then we go into the pretty much
The guy who she meets is actually the guy where
Right.
everybody stops. So I'm like, dude, I'm super excited to see more into that character. Let's go on.
So it cuts into the final showdown with Vigo and John Wick, pretty much, right? I mean, we got all the other dudes that are there too.
Yeah, it's a cool scene, and it's funny because Vigo's like laughing throughout the whole thing because he knows he's fucked. But and then, I mean, I don't know if you wanted to talk about the Allstate guy.
Well, yeah, I wasn't really a big fan of him in the movie, anyways.
I was laughing a
I
lot,
felt like
but-
he was more there for comic relief than anything.
Yeah.
Which I guess that's what he does in those commercials, but yeah, I didn't really like him. But anyways, they go through this whole sequence of, fighting each other. They get into the fist fight with Vigo.
Yeah.
I heard that scene was actually like 20 minutes longer than no, was it 20? It was like 10 or 20 minutes longer than normal.
Kind of
in
glad
the
they
first
cut off. Yeah.
because they were like, there's no way Vigo can actually outpower John Wick, and that's
Yeah. Good.
in that scene, the extended cut, which is not going to ever be released. They were like, this is not how this situation should be. Like, there's no way Vigo could actually outpower him
Yeah.
or give him a run for his money, because it is kind of a quick scene.
Yeah, pretty quick. And I mean, second viewing, because I saw it twice, it was a bit lackluster, but I mean, definitely the coolest scene was in like the nightclub. But it was all right. The hand-to-hand combat, I don't know why they needed to have it, but the reason that they did have it, or the fact that they did have it, makes me like, oh shit, maybe they should have a Morpheus Neo rematch, But like it was an okay final boss showdown, personally.
Right.
It was cool enough. There was a lot of flaws in that scene. Like, it wasn't raining, all of a sudden it started pouring. But it was just okay, that last part.
I'm going to do the rest of this in 50 seconds. Let's
do it. I'm done anyway.
It finishes the final scene. John Wick wins against Vigo. He stabs him, right?
Yeah, on the
and leaves him for dead.
Shoulder. Yeah.
John Wick is barely keeping alive. We cut back to basically what was the opening scene of the movie. He's watching the video of his wife. They go to the vet, or he goes to a vet that's basically closed because he wants to get himself patched up, right?
Yeah.
And at that point, he steals a pit
He
bull.
steals a dog. Yeah. He's like, all right, just got shot at this airport. Let me
Thought was kinda
steal a
weird.
dog real quick.
That was kind of weird. It's not even the same type of dog that he had in the beginning of the movie.
Yeah. That the last sequence was a bit like this Power Hour. They're just trying to rush the finale.
Yeah. So it ends. They walk away.
It ends. It was kind of abrupt, but you're pretty. I was left satisfied both viewings.
I was satisfied.
Yeah.
I will definitely give that.
The lackluster hand-to-hand combat was not a deal breaker. I'm like, dude, I had a lot of fun with this movie, and it was enjoyable.
So I'm gonna run through some trivia.
Do
real
it.
quick. I'm gonna give myself about 60 seconds to do it. According to Keanu Reeves, he did 90% of his stunts.
What? Well,
He has been known to be one of those people that does a lot of his stunts.
yeah, but Jason
Like,
Statham
I think he
raised
practiced
the bar.
judo. Like growing up.
Sorry.
All right. Anyways, the director Chad Stahelski was Keanu Reeves' stunt double, which is what you were talking about earlier,
Dude.
in The Matrix.
That's like the most interesting and fascinating part for me, honestly, after you mentioned that. Like, dude, that's super awesome. He's got to put Morpheus in the hand-to-hand combat.
There's some discrepancy about how many people John Wick killed. Most people are saying it's 77 people in the movie, but the director says that it's 84 because people don't include how many people got killed in the SUVs when they got destroyed.
Ah. All right.
Another fun fact, he had an 86.52% accuracy throughout the movie, which is fucking ridiculous. There's no way someone can have that kind of accuracy in a movie. And then lastly, technical note that we always like to highlight because technical shit is important and it's not, I feel like it doesn't get enough credit a lot. There's smooth transitions between several different shooting styles depending on the situation. When it's close quarters and while moving through tight hallways, the director employed a center axis relock stance. Okay.
All right. Yeah.
And then while moving and doing shooting at longer ranges, he changes it to a traditional Weaver and isosceles stances. So you're talking about wider views to shorter views, or well, actually the other way around. Shorter views, if you're talking about respectively, shorter views with the tight cuts and everything like that, to wide views for the
All right.
long ranges. Anyways, impressions, review. Let's go for it. Do it.
Dude, all in all, this was a better than expected. I don't know if you guys have seen The Visit. The Visit is a found footage horror movie, and it's a step above what you typically see, which is garbage. This is a brain dead action movie, which is not it can feed your brain. I thought it was a much better pure action movie.
I don't even know if it's a brain dead action movie. Like you heard me earlier.
This
like
isn't. But I'm just saying it raises the bar. I'm like, dude, this is like almost pure action, and I thought it was absolutely excellent. I'm gonna give it a solid. I mean, for action, it's kind of low. 3 beers to make me think that this is gonna be the best movie ever. What about you?
That's not far off. I was 7.5. We've talked about this multiple times. I got super wrapped up in this underground culture that they have,
Which is way too interesting for an action movie. This is a great concept.
That was like my favorite part out of the movie, and that's probably why I gave it a better rating than you did.
Yeah.
I did 7.5, so 2.5 beers.
That's probably a better tolerance than I do. That's all right.
Well, dude, I just wanted to know, like, how did they develop this whole society? Very pleasantly surprised. Keanu and I haven't really done much leading up to the movie. He did 47 Ronin the year before, which was not a very good movie. And then before that, he was like just an assortment of like random roles.
Yeah.
Best part of the movie is action and the cinematography for it.
For sure.
The world,
Screenshots.
like I've said multiple times, the world that they cultivated was just so interesting. It was probably my favorite part out of the movie, besides like the action. They keep you involved, but it's not just giving everything away. You know, like they don't just give you everything. Movies got tons of replay value. Like it's definitely worth watching a few times. Not a big fan of the acting. Dialogue choices are pretty poor.
Don't need to be, dude. It was well executed, even though it wasn't like garbage acting. It was just like didn't live up to the action, but it was still great.
7.5 out of 10. Not super heavy. Not character driven, or the character driven is pretty good. As far as like why he's doing it, but there's not like a lot of subcontext for what he's doing or anything like that.
Yeah.
Fun action movie, cool world has been set up for it. 7.5 out of 10. 2.5 beers.
For sure, man. Hey, happy Keanu Day to you, my friend.
Keanu Day. There we go. This is the last shot. We are going to be doing a game. Isn't that right?
Hell yeah.
We always do a game at the end of our shows because not only to show how much we love movies, but how much fun we can have with them, right?
Also, yeah.
So we're going to be doing a P-Break wrap. Mattman 100 is hopefully going to be providing something better than he did last time for the wrap.
Doubtful.
I have faith in you, man. I have faith in the Chargers.
He's going to be doing that. We're going to be playing a Keanu-themed trivia game when we come back. And should be a lot of fun, right? Right? No, not right?
Bueller.
Throw in Dean Spanos.
You and everybody else in San Diego.
Tell me how you really feel, DJ.
This is me crying.
We're going to go ahead and go into the P-Break wrap. We got the music going, right, Mattman?
Mm-hmm. It's
good
going.
luck. Have fun with it. And, yeah, that's it.
All right, gentlemen. Go empty those bladders. Mo bang on the beat. It's 100. Yeah. John Wick is always running and gunning, killing his enemies all under the sun. He'll kill you twice and he'll still have fun. He'll give a fuck when he's done. JK. LOL. My name is 100. And I like to have fundo. Today we said hi to Trump. Bye to Bo. Yo, we fucked though. Yeah, I got a faith in America cause it is the shit. If you don't like her, you're a bitch. She'll fuck you in the ass and then give you a kiss. What? Love you, Mom. I do love my mom. 100. Here we go. Bring it back. Yeah. San Diego, California, where I play. Drinking from the keg like it's Gatorade. Yeah, on a movie power hour, trying to drink faster in the same hour as I did the thing that I gave her the ring. Sorry, it was good until then. And then I saw you. See, you came back.
Yeah.
I told you you had to go away.
That definitely has... I didn't know you were that nervous around me, man.
Yeah, what can you say?
Well, thanks, Madman 100, for our P-Break wrap, the second one of the night. We're going to be playing some games next, which Mattman is our host master, right?
That's right, I'm Mattman.
He's going to be explaining the rules as we go along, and we're going to have a little bit of fun, right?
Yeah, we are. Except for you.
Just
Gonna
like
crush it.
sharing is caring, we will be having fun.
Go ahead, Mattman 100. Go ahead and explain the game to them.
All right, here we go. So this is the trivia game for CJ and DJ's Movie Power Hour. We're going to flip a coin to see who goes first. And the winner will go first, obviously. Come on, it's America. Welcome to America. Round 1. Each person gets 3 questions to answer. First person answers all 3, and then the second person will answer their 3. It's multiple choice, 1 point per correct answer, and no stealing. All right?
All right.
You guys got that?
Sounds
you know what's
good.
going on?
I was listening. I don't know if DJ was.
Totally was.
I was listening. 3 questions each. No stealing.
Sorry.
We're going to flip a coin to see who goes first. So, I'm going to let Deej, you can go ahead and call the coin.
All right. I got a coin, yeah.
Yes.
What do you want,
changing
Teach?
I'm
got
going to
it.
say tails because it never fails except for the times
I'm pretty
it does.
sure I said that the last time we did this.
All right, so you're going tails?
Yeah, and I got heads.
Here we go. All right, it's tails.
Wow. It failed for me.
Never fails.
Failed for me.
All right, DJ, are you ready on the hot seat?
I'm in the hot seat. Let's do this.
Okay. What sport did Keanu Reeves play in his younger years? Football, hockey, or baseball?
Football?
Football is incorrect. It is hockey.
I was gonna say hockey, believe it or not.
Dude, come on. That's racist. All right, let's do this.
All right. Keanu earned his first role in what commercial? Pepsi, milk, or Coca-Cola?
Pepsi?
Pepsi is incorrect. And you're getting,
really
you're
tough
getting
question.
butt fucked right now. And your third question.
It doesn't help when we've been drinking the entire time. Too.
Yeah, I probably would have gotten a 2 out of 2.
Well, let's see if you can make that 0 out of 3. What was Keanu's nickname in the ice rink? The Beast, the Ice King, the Wall. The Beast, the Ice King, or the Wall?
Ice King.
Ice King. You're 0 out of 3, my friend.
That one, oh, come on.
That was a good one.
I can't
It is
believe you
the wall.
chose that answer.
Hockey, Coca-Cola, and the Wall.
Dude, I'm dealing with John Wick and Neo here.
All right.
Sorry.
CJ,
right.
are you ready?
Wait,
All
what
right,
was the
shut the
correct
fuck up.
answer?
Is
Shut
the-
the fuck up. The Wall.
The wall? Dude, he's so skinny.
And Coca-Cola was the commercial.
All right. Go for it, Madman 1 hundo.
1 hundo. Okay. What instrument did he play in the band Dog Star? Drums, bass guitar, or electric guitar?
I don't know the answer to this.
That is incorrect. No.
Oh, hold on.
Sorry.
He seems like a bass guy, though. So I'm going to go with bass.
Bass guitar is correct.
Ah, son of a
I
bitch!
told you.
I thought he was a
told you.
guitarist. I saw Bill and Ted. That's why. All right, go on.
Where?
One movie.
Fuckface.
Shut the fuck up. Where was Keanu born? Hawaii, Canada, or Lebanon?
Oh, Hawaii.
Hawaii is incorrect.
What?
Lebanon.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
He's Lebanese?
All right.
Apparently.
Oh, shit. That's the real.
Keanu makes me think of Hawaiian language for some reason.
Yeah, me too.
It's Lebanesian. I made that up.
Lebanesian.
It's the Lebanese.
Which of these is not true about Keanu? Again, which of these is not true?
Okay.
He is a Buddhist. He enjoys ballroom dancing. He is a motorcycle enthusiast. Not true about Keanu.
I'm going to go with a motorcycle enthusiast.
Motorcycle enthusiast is incorrect.
Damn it.
Ballroom.
It's ballroom dance.
No, it's Buddhist.
Really?
Son of a bitch!
That was the one I was like, he's got to be Buddhist. That was the only one I was certain. Damn, I am way off. All right, well, at least I'm winning.
All right. We got
Killing
CJ
me
at
right now.
1 and DJ at 0. So you
Up
guys
next
are
is
both
the stealing
losers.
round.
We do not know very much about Keanu, apparently.
Round 2. We got 6 questions. Okay, this is a free-for-all round. 1 point per correct answer, but stealing is allowed. So obviously, whoever shouts out their name first gets to answer first, and if they don't get it, you can steal it. Does that make sense?
He has to
Yes.
pronounce the full S for CJ.
CJ.
You got to
D
do
is
the
a
whole-
shorter letter. Did you?
Or we could just play the game. Are you
Yes,
scared you
go,
guys aren't
go,
going to get
go,
the
go,
questions
go.
right?
Just go. Just
Let's
go.
go.
That's what she said. All right. Name that movie. Mr. Wizard, get me the hell out of here.
Oh, my God. I know I've heard that from somewhere.
Mr. Wizard,
It's
get
probably
me the
super
hell out of
blatant.
here.
CJ,
CJ, go.
I'm going to do something super blatant.
Go.
Blatant. The Matrix.
Is correct.
What the fuck?
I swear I felt like I heard that.
Did he say that
in The
to
Matrix.
Morpheus?
I don't know. You're going to have to get
I
a...
swear I felt like I heard that in The Matrix. That's why I went for it.
All right, I'm getting killed here. All right, how much are these worth? 2?
No, 1 point each.
1 point each.
All right.
Okay, are
You're
we
stealing
ready?
allowed, right?
Stealing is allowed after.
Okay.
Yeah, if you do
Yeah.
not get it correct. Okay, are we ready?
Go for it.
That's a yes. 100.
I just said go for it.
What Shakespeare movie did Keanu make an appearance in?
Uh,
I'd like to remind everyone that hipster CJ has these books. DJ, go ahead.
Midsummer's Night Dream.
Is
Whatever.
incorrect.
Shit.
all right. For the steal,
CJ with a steal.
Macbeth.
Macbeth is incorrect. Hamlet.
Is it
Oh, I was gonna say Hamlet second.
Does
Can I get points for that?
No.
do you have the year of the Hamlet?
You can suck me though.
Or,
What?
do you have the year of Hamlet?
Pretty tough, dude.
No.
I don't know. Does the
Pretty tough to
producer
answer
have it?
questions.
No worries. I just was curious because I know Mel Gibson did a version of Hamlet. That's
There's
why
a
it was,
1990 and a 1996 version.
That's why I didn't think that. But anyways, go ahead.
Okay, moving right along.
I could be lying.
Name
about
that movie. God's a kid with an ant farm lady. He's not planning anything.
Can you repeat it?
God's a kid with an ant farm lady. He's not planning anything.
DJ.
DJ, go ahead.
Bill and Ted.
Phil and Ted is incorrect.
Okay. Give me 5 seconds.
CJ with a steal in 5 seconds.
Oh, damn, you just limited yourself, but okay.
Matrix 2?
Matrix 2, incorrect. Constantine.
I've seen that movie.
I have not seen that movie, believe it or not.
Gosh darn.
And you know what? That makes sense, actually.
It super does.
Yeah.
How did I not? Why did I guess Bill
That
and
makes
Ted?
sense.
All right,
You
do it.
guys suck. Going on.
Yes,
to
we
the-
suck. We're not very good at Keanu.
Going on to the first one. First
Happy
one.
Keanu
Fourth
Day,
one.
guys.
What is boogeyman in Russian?
What the? Oh! Do not know.
CJ.
CJ.
Baba Yaga or something
Yes.
like that?
Correct.
Yes! Woo!
Baba Yaga.
I thought I had that wrong.
Are you serious?
What kind of dog did John Wick take from the shelter?
No,
CJ.
DJ.
CJ.
Pitbull.
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Correct.
Is that true? All right.
That you took a pitbull?
Yeah.
We watched the movie.
That's American people.
Okay, we got 4 for CJ, 0 for DJ. Last one in round 2. Are you ready?
Yes.
Which actress did he become good friends with after being in 2
DJ.
movies with? DJ, go ahead.
Oh fuck! I forgot her name. Trinity.
Is incorrect.
Wait, Carrie. Not Carrie.
You already answered. You're incorrect. Would you like it read again?
Yes. All right. Let me know.
I don't remember that actress's name. If the one that you're talking about. Nah, I don't have a steal.
Sandra Bullock.
Yeah, correct.
That was, oh my God, that was right. He had that stupid movie where they wrote into the past with each other. Or she wrote into the
mailbox
past.
or some shit like that.
And then there was
Damn
another
it.
movie that they were in. Oh my God. That is right.
I don't know why I guessed Trinity after he was in
You
3
threw
movies
me
with
off
her.
with that one. I felt like that was intentional.
I've been
That was
told
the, that was the
apparently
point.
they were in the
I
lake
didn't
house
want you to
together.
extend your lead.
Yeah, The Lake House. That was the movie that I was talking about. Where
Yes.
they,
Damn it.
they would write to each other like future and past tense or
Son
whatever.
of a bee. I haven't seen that.
Anyways, what's the score right now, Matt?
Keanu's really vague.
Well, right now, we have 4 CJ, 0 DJ going into the third
Woo!
round. It's going to be kind of hard to get up there, DJ.
So you're gonna have to give me the first couple of questions, right? Or else I lose.
Actually, I'm going to say that you can't even play round 3 because you have to wager points for this one, which you do not have any.
I knocked you out.
Hang on. How about we play round 3? And
So should we give him some sympathy points? Kind of
no,
like the
do not give me
participation
sympathy
trophy?
points. Just make him bet too much.
Let's play it. I want to hear the question. This is technically a knockout. I'm calling it. And let's go from there.
Or
play the question.
Or if you don't think you're a pussy, we could play the all for nothing, where
I'm
this
down.
is we play. This
I'm
is it.
all down for that. Don't be a
Wait,
pussy,
no,
Case.
that's not even fair. He has nothing to bet.
Damn, it smells like pussy over here on this side of the
And
table.
even if we did that, it would just be a tie.
I don't know what you're talking about, pussy.
If I wager all my points, it would be a tie because he has 0 points. So I won. Let's go ahead and play the question.
Okay.
No, you didn't answer any questions right. There's no way I have to give up all of my points.
Who
to make
thinks
sure.
he's the wall? Are you serious?
Okay, settle down.
That's a hockey
Okay,
question.
Trump is
Go ahead.
president now. Settle down. Thanks, Obama.
We calmed down.
Dude,
Okay, are we
fucking
ready?
So glad
Yes.
Obama's gone. Now I can get these questions right.
This is Final Jeopardy rules, okay? It's one question.
Normally
wager
somebody
points
has points for
if you
this.
have them, which you don't, DJ. And if you have the correct answer, double your wager points. Otherwise, lose your wager points. Here we go.
I'm going all in, guys.
Again, CJ's at 4. DJ doesn't have shit. What movie script was Keanu reading while filming The Matrix Revolutions? What movie script was Keanu reading while filming The Matrix Revolutions? DJ, go ahead.
Constantine.
You are correct. You don't win shit.
Yeah, dude.
It's too bad you didn't get any of the other questions right.
I wagered 4 points. I would have gotten negative 4 points, but I guess we have a tie game.
Well, technically for that double Jeopardy round, we were both answering.
Wait, what?
We didn't hear my answer.
What was your answer?
You're correct. I fucked that one up.
Doesn't matter because we were only doing that for fun. I had already won. I knocked you out.
Hey, man. It's nice to have my. I was playing my ding dong when we were boxing. I let you knock me out. So, good game. You got lucky.
Hey, lucky?
You got super lucky.
Okay, whatever.
I let you
I
win.
didn't get lucky.
I knew
actually
exactly
had
what he
correct
did.
answers. DJ did not. I'm still the champion of trivia, huh? No, you won the first trivia game.
Yeah, dude. I don't know what the fuck you're talking
is
about. You
right.
didn't win my title.
Well, we're tied now. We only played 2 trivia games.
Dude,
Either way,
I didn't put my title up for grabs, though.
Either way, I'm so glad everybody that came out to check us out. Love you guys. Want to keep you guys around. Like I said, we're going to be checking out Lego Batman. Right? We're going to be doing a trailer
Batman's
breakdown
next.
of that. We're going to be doing a movie review of the Lego movie. And right the next week after that, we're going to be doing the 50 Shades stuff. So
Hell
things are gonna
yeah.
get steamy.
You know what we're going to do when we watch that movie? Be shoulder to shoulder.
Yes.
On one recliner. We're not
One
even going to be on a
recliner.
couch, dude.
Yeah,
We're going to
just
be
on the
ass to
recliner.
ass, too. But, yeah, just, I'm going to have all of our posters on our Instagram and my personal Instagram.
Both.
_ Mr. DJ design. And, you know what? Well,
We'd just like to give a couple of special thanks to Mo Banger for providing the beats. We'd like to thank engineer Matt Van One Hundo for helping us out. And our
One
producer
hundo.
as well.
our producer for
Everybody
giving me all these
involved.
questions.
We'll be seeing you guys soon. We love all you. Come check us out later again. Peace.
Peace, man.